this was taking place and it was made public. I think that this is a shocking thing that's taken place across Europe. It's unbelievable that it's happened in the aftermath of what happened after the Second World War, and I believe that there's an atmosphere that's been created, partly because of the war on terror, so-called war on terror, that has now made it legitimate that if you want to be racist, you say, I'm worried about my culture, I'm worried about Muslims, or I'm worried that's how it's posed. You don't say...
Well, let me put you on the spot. Do you think Stephen's party's racist?
I mean, I'm not accusing Stephen of being a racist, but I would say that I believe that the nature of the English Democrats and the nature of some far-right parties, in terms of trying to distinguish between what is English, whatever it is, I think is leading to racism. I don't believe it's the real answer.
I think that you have to look at, there's been a cultural change going on in Britain. And the example I always use is the 1966 World Cup. 1966 World Cup, you look at the footage, all of the crowd are waving Union Jacks. Now, if you look at the 2003 Rugby World Cup, then they're all crosses St George, and the celebration in Trafalgar Square was crosses St George. So I think that, and it's unfortunate, of course, that the crosses St George was associated with the far right, and I can accept your fears about this, but you have to accept there is a parallel patriotic nationalism going on, which is an inclusive nationalism, and the reason this has been triggered is because of devolution, and that's in Wales, Scotland and Northern Ireland, because the people of England have had quite a few years of being told how good it is to be Scottish, how good it is to be Welsh, how good it is to be Irish, and therefore they realise that they're therefore not British, they're English, and that's where our party is feeding from. And certainly we want to make it totally clear that we do not support any of the activities that both of you are concerned about. And we're equally as concerned. We want an inclusive society where everybody is pleased to be, proud to be English from an inclusive point of view. We will not tolerate the British government dividing up the United Kingdom into Scotland, Wales, Northern Ireland and Britain. Okay? The bit in the middle is England.